What do we have here? I think he's just crashing out, man. Like he really is. He's crashing out over fucking the Epstein files, dude. He was. I think this more or less like seals the deal, dude. He was definitely in there. I mean, we already knew that, right? Like he's crashing out for the fact that I don't know, he completely like bungled this for like no reason. Again, like I've mentioned this before when initially covering like the Epstein files. He had no reason to make this a campaign promise, right? He could to like release the contents of the files, right? We know the fucking ABC interview where he's just like they list through all the different files saying that they should release, and they get to the Epstein files, and Trump's just like,
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that one. There's a bunch of stuff in there that's kind of kooky and weird and silly. But I don't really know if it's necessarily a good idea to necessarily bring up stuff in the Epstein files.
he was like immediately like backpedaling on the yes that he said. Like, I don't think it's like hyperbole to say that it's a firm yes or whatever. I'm not gonna fucking like I don't give a shit, right? Like I have no reason to really give I don't know the grace of charity to Donald Trump in particular. He was pretty like I almost want to say like emphatic, maybe not emphatic. He wanted to release the damn files, right? He wanted to release that shit, and now he's basically what crashing out. It seems like Trump calls Epstein scandal bullshit and says he no longer wants the support of weaklings who care about it. Dude, the supposed weaklings that you're deriding here are like some of your core base of supporters. Like this is, I mean, honestly, this is why he's scared. I don't know. Is this like the 5 stages of grief or something? And now he's like going into anger, like the anger stage of denial. No, 5 stages of denial. Grief is the last one. Mixing it up a little bit there, but like those supposed weaklings have been asking for this for the latter part of a decade. They've been like a lot of the conspiratorially minded like QAnon types who thought that you were the I don't know Messiah who was gonna stop the pedophiles or something. Now are seemingly catching on to the fact that you are part of it. Now, obviously, like fell for it again award and everything. Like the left has been constantly talking about, like, yeah, he's like, there's recordings of him with Epstein. Epstein said he was one of his best friends. We know from the flight logs that he had sex on the Lolita Express with Melania on there. We know all this stuff. Like, there's so much tying him to fucking Epstein. Like, do you like? Are you people just going to keep being in denial? He was with like the king of fucking pedophiles. Slight credit, I suppose, to fucking Elon Musk, I guess, because he's like too much of like an unlikable, unsociable fucking idiot weirdo to I don't know be on the pedophile parties. Because as far as I know, his name does not pop up there like anywhere whatsoever. So good job, Elon, for doing the barest of minimum. You're more obsessed with like I guess making Misa Misa from fucking Death Note, but whatever. The big man himself has something to say. What do we got here?
The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia.
Hunter Biden's laptop is the laptop from hell. No, no. That Hunter Biden's laptop. That's always like a complete separate thing. But again, the stuff from RussiaGate was proven to be like accurate. The Mueller report was factual. There was evidence to suggest that people within the Donald Trump administration were looking to coordinate with the Russians to get dirt on Hillary Clinton, which was what
The Russia scandal was.
RussiaGate. Which I don't know, a bunch of like weirdo lefties mostly like opposed to it because I don't know, they're weirdos and they're stupid. They're not on the left anymore, so shows you exactly like the sort of I don't know inroads that this stupid shit comes up with. It's silly. Like Paul Manafort got fucking prosecuted for that stuff, right? He went to jail. Or got charged at the very least. I don't know if he went to jail exactly. I think he went to jail. I'm pretty sure he went to jail, right? I don't remember exactly. Let me double check. Did Paul Manafort go to jail? I'm pretty sure he did, right? Yeah, from June 2018 until May 2020. He did, yeah. Mm-hmm. During that time, he briefly held he was held at the United States Penitentiary Cannon in Weimar, Pennsylvania. Yeah, he was. And he got sentenced to, well, because of Russiagate. Damn, he even got, like, additional sentencing. Oof. Rough. Yeah, well, as far as I could tell, he didn't, Trump never gave this guy a pardon. So much for loyalty within, for Donald Trump. Oh, well.
No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself. A totally fake and made-up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election.
It's not true. Like, it came out to be true, but whatever.
These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy.
Like you are any better at policy, dude. Like, literally, your economic policy agenda is going to kick like 17 million kids off of like school lunches and like 17 million people off of their medical insurance, my dude. Like like yeah, man, totally. You are like really much better at fucking policy. And like the economy's been like in a complete shit show free fall, but all because like now his like big thing is he wants like Jerome Powell to be fired so then he can put the interest rates at 1% for Treasury bonds, because again, like I said before, he wants it to become like the stock market as well, so then he could try to benefit from the economy, but the dollar's already failing, so that's not failing, but it's going down because of just his like idiotic belligerent economic policy, which has like almost no basis in fucking reality. Like, you're not good at policy, man. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing. You're just a bumbling old buffoon whose brain is leaking out of his ears.
And no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue.
I mean, technically, I guess. Not really. I mean, like, if there's one thing the Democrats are always going to do is to make sure that they're going to snub any leftist movement that tries to pop up. But again, this is all like a basic distraction. He's trying to do everything possible to distract from the fact that his ass is in the Epstein files. He promised he would release it, and now he's like backtracking and trying to cover up for it, which is like, again, like I said before, this is like the worst thing like possible. Trying to deflect this on the fucking Democrats is like the biggest cope possible, because it doesn't make any fucking sense to deflect it to the Democrats because, well, first off, they tried to pass a bill in order to, well, have that information be released. We'll get to that eventually. And also, they have already acknowledged, or at least like prominent people within the Democratic Party, try not to touch that thing with a 10-foot pole, because they know that there are people in there that are implicated. Like, there's still, a Christy Pelosi tweet that's up there saying, like, listen, the reason why that stuff is never going to be released by the Democrats is because some of our faves are implicated. And it's just like, yep, it's Bill fucking Clinton. He is fucking implicated in the Epstein files, which is why that shit's never going to fucking see the light of day. Which, honestly, is pretty cowardly of the fucking Democrats. People don't really like Bill Clinton all that much. Like, they don't like the Clintons in general. So, honestly, like, just going full throttle in order to just release the fucking Epstein files would, unironically, I think, curry a lot of favor with, especially, like, a lot of disenfranchised, like, Democratic voters. Like, honestly, I feel like it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know what? I think you guys should just fucking release that shit. Just fuck it. Like, who's gonna get, like, the most upset about it? Just, what? Bill Clinton? Oh, no. I'm so upset about this. Like, stick it together like glue. I don't know about that one there, Chief.
The new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax.
He's actually trying to fucking Russiagate it. He's trying so hard. I don't think, like, listen, it was easier to deflect and sort of, like, put out a bunch of misinformation about Russiagate. But the thing is like, dog, like, seriously, you are the ones that, you're the one who promised to release the files and are trying to now cover up that fucking release. Like, Trump supporters are, listen, there are a lot of things, stupid being one of those fucking things. They're not that stupid when it comes to stuff like this. This is something that they've been, like, asking for and begging for like the better part of a decade. And you said that you were going to release it, and now you're backing off of it and coming up with the most flimsy and lazy of excuses. You're not gonna fucking convince them. That's not fucking happening, you know? All these, like, dumbasses, like, stake their entire claim on you for releasing the Epstein files, to go after a billionaire elite cabal, even though you yourself are a billionaire elite, whatever, and also to stop, like, the the adrenochrome harvesting or whatever pedophilia nonsense that's going on. It's just like, and you're trying to, like, do everything possibly, like,
Wait, hold on. Actually, I had nothing to do with this. I don't know what people are talking about. Why is everyone talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I don't like the fact that people are talking about it.
and you're, like, pussyfooting around it right now. Dog, this is, again, reaping and fucking sowing, man. This is what it fucking looks like. Like, damn, you've laid this bed, or you've made this bed, now you gotta fucking lay in it, Trump. Like, it sucks to suck.
And my past supporters have bought this bullshit hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will, even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 long years.
Wait. You were empowered during those 4 years, like 4 of those 8 years. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How would they be conned by the lunatic left? You're the one who fucking was pushing all these, like, idiotic conspiracy theories. Like, you're a part of the problem. This is the monster that you have created and is now being, I don't know, unleashed upon yourself.
I've had the more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history.
Yeah, sure.
And all these people want to talk about, all these people want to talk about was strong prodding from the fake news and the success-starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax.
This isn't gonna be fucking convincing, man. Like, it won't be. I wonder how many comments are on this.
Let those weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success, because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again.
He's spiraling, dude. Like, he really does not want people to look into what's in the Epstein files. And I mean, credit where credit is due. The Democrats are so far being resolute on this, saying, like, where's the Epstein? Where's the files? Trump, you promised there'd be files. Like, what's going on, buddy? Where's the files, man? Well, what's up? What's going on? Why are you hiding the files? What's up? What's up, big man? You don't want to release the files? That's a little suspicious. Why do you want to release those? I wonder why. What happened? We got some more videos here. What do we have here? I've lost faith in certain people. Yeah, Trump attacks supporters who continue to care about Epstein. I think it was like the leader of Bahrain he's talking with. I don't think they're a monarch or not. I'm gonna assume a Gulf state monarch. You know how it is.
This morning, you mentioned past supporters when you were talking about the Epstein issue. Does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are now calling?
I lost a lot of faith in certain people. Yeah, I lost because they got duped by the Democrats. The Democrats are good for nothing. They've done a terrible job. They almost destroyed our country. If I didn't get elected, all these...
Again, like, this deflection on the Democrats is not going to be effective because, again, you're the one who kept constantly talking about the Epstein files on the campaign trail, not the Democrats. Like, again, this is the monster that you have created, and it's now, well, out of your control.
These numbers you're hearing about, they found $25 billion and another 25 is coming in and hundreds of billions of dollars is pouring into our country. And we just got the biggest tax cut in history. We just got the biggest regulation cuts in history.
Again, I don't think you should be celebrating the successes of the big, beautiful bill because that shit's very unpopular. It wasn't even that popular amongst Republicans. Like, I don't know. Listen, as your strategist for the midterms, Trump, I personally believe that you should keep advocating for stuff within the big beautiful bill. Like, people are really, really going to look forward to that.
There'll be no tax on tips. There'll be no tax on Social Security. There'll be
wasn't even a part of the big beautiful bill. Like, just wasn't in there. He's just lying, and the tax on tip stuff is also a lie. But you know, he lies as he fucking breathes. Now, what else? What else? He's going to complain about it being called the hoax? Still crashing out? He's still crashing out.
Intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your Attorney General told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen
it's
of
not
that?
the Attorney General. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him.
They have, like, again, he's just bringing up old, like, boogeyman characters that existed before for his supporters. Like Chris Wray, the Steele dossier, and James Comey. Like, I'm surprised he didn't bring up Mueller. Like, I mean, he just says Russia, 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 and they associate that with, like, I don't know, with Mueller. And they had nothing to do with this stuff. This is, like, you wanted your FBI to be the ones who released these files. And now, like, just about as you were to do that, you get cold feet. Or, like, someone within, maybe, like, a seniority position within the FBI said, like, dog, you really should not be doing this. And everyone else was just like, yeah, we probably should not be doing this. And became, like, one the wiser, recognizing that, yeah, this is actually a lot of incredibly fucking valuable information that we should never release to the public. But more so, he doesn't want it released to the public because, again, he's more than likely implicated into it. Like, we've talked about this before. We've seen the clips on, like, the Fire and Fury podcast. Jeffrey Epstein said that Donald Trump was one of his closest friends for 10 years. They've had interviews together. They've been to parties together. They've had photos together. We know that he had sex with his wife on the fucking Lolita Express. That's in the fucking black box of the fucking goddamn plane. Like, we know all... These are facts, okay? We know all of this information. So, it's not, like, ridiculous to jump to the conclusion that at the very least he had some kind of association. He knew Jeffrey Epstein had some form of association with him, acknowledged him potentially as a friend, maybe even gone to the fucking island, right? He probably did go to the fucking island, considering, like, I don't know, the multiple times he's been on the fucking Lolita Express, okay? Like, he's guilty. And he's not making any favors for himself right now. Like, quite honestly, like, the evasiveness, the fear that he currently has about the Epstein files it's not ingratiating him with any of the conspiratorial types who, again, have been looking into this constantly for the latter part of a decade. And this is, again, the magnum opus, the biggest promise that you could potentially give them. And now you have cold feet. That's going to look really, really bad to those to that core constituency within your coalition.
And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier that turned out to be a total hoax. The
Has nothing to do
51
with
agents,
Epstein.
The intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax.
Again, that has nothing to do... Again, the Steele dossier has nothing to do with Epstein. There's no point in, like... He's trying to use it as a deflection, right? On the Steele dossier. Like, to get it basically what? Very, very simple, like, synopsis of it. It pertains to Russiagate, right? Just like a very, very simple summary of it. Basically, it's like him just trying to get dirt from the Russians on Hillary Clinton. That's basically what it ultimately comes down to, right? The culmination of the Steele dossier, with the Mueller report, which credibly did find people within the Donald Trump administration, or campaign rather, of having colluded with the Russians in order to try to get information on political opponents, which is, well, that's illegal. You can't do that. So, that's got nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work. The Democrats are good for nothing other than...
I don't know. The Republican Party has been pretty lockstep in, blocking the Democrats' attempt to, get information on the Jeffrey Epstein files. So, Can you really say that this is like a net that's been cast by the fucking Democrats? The influencers are not happy about this, right? They are fucking pissed. They've been burning a day MAGA merch and all this fucking bullshit. They are not happy. The fallout is not good. Dan Bongino said he's contemplating quitting the FBI. Same with Kash Patel if they don't get rid of Pam Bondi, who's running cover up for you. And a lot of influencer types are trying to turn themselves into fucking pretzels to try to defend you, like Charlie Kirk and stuff like that. And Matt Walsh. He's lost Walsh and fucking Cernovich, dude. These two complete fucking Nazi freaks, right? So the Epstein files are a dumb hoax, and yet the Attorney General who deliberately peddled this dumb hoax is doing a great job, won't be fired, and we should stop criticizing her. Some make sense of this for me. I can't, listen, whoa. Rare, extremely ridiculously rare Matt Walsh W, I guess? Which is crazy to fucking say. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's that's a little sussy, a little weird. Candace Owens is also pissed about this, of course. The administration invited influencers to the White House, handed them binders that said Epstein Files Phase 1, and staged a photo op outside with the binders. Now Trump calls the whole thing a dumb hoax. There's just no way for an honest person to look at this set of facts. The ball probably continues, whatever. He's just correct there. Yeah, he's just right. It's crazy to have to say this, but Matt Walsh is fucking correct here. It's insane. So the issue is dumb and boring. It doesn't matter, but we also we need a special prosecutor to look into it. Again, this is just... I find it really funny that, Matt Walsh is, reconciling with fascist propaganda, which is something that he does constantly because he himself is also a fascist. He's reconciling with the constant doublespeak, the speaking out of both sides of your mouth that fascists love to do all the time, saying that, oh, the thing is really weak but very strong at the same time. It's really dumb and boring, but we need to look into it. But, the constant fucking doublespeak, which is very emblematic of, fascistic propaganda constantly. And it's just I wonder why he's constantly saying this. He's trying to deflect from the fact that he's in there, right? And I think Matt Walsh, of all people, is starting to fucking recognize it. The messaging on this issue has been god-awful, totally schizophrenic and incoherent. This is from fucking Cernovich, another Nazi. You can bet that Epstein's enablers, some of whom may even be working inside the White House, are being aggressive to shut down the discussion by giving Trump false information. Okay, I mean, that's Really? I don't think so, man. I think it's just, he's implicated in the files. He doesn't want that to get out. Let's be honest here. Telling us to shut up is only going to create bad blood. It won't work and is only exposing people. Sure. Listen, they can fight. I don't give a shit. You have fun with that. Reconciling with all that stuff. It's obvious what's going on here. Trump doesn't want that shit released because he's implicated in it, right? Do I have to explain with it again? Multiple photos with Epstein. He wished good luck on Ghislaine Maxwell's fucking trial. He's on interviews with Epstein. Epstein's called him his best friend for 10 years. Him and his wife had sex in the Lolita Express. bro is connected to fucking Epstein, man. Like, this has been known for years at this point. But whatever, I suppose better late than never for recognition. It's silly.
These hoaxes, they're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected too, actually, but he'll destroy the city. No, it's
Still coping with Zoran as well. Like, again, it's not a good look when you just have to constantly fucking deflect. And that's all he's doing. He's just deflecting.
call it the Epstein hoax. It takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements, we've had a great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about
So
the things
good,
we've
folks. I'm
achieved,
the
we've
best.
had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk.
Yeah, during your administration was when he died. He died in like 2019, dude. That was during your fucking first term. Again, like, we can even go into the meme, right? Like, Jim Acosta, who was the former Attorney General of Florida, who could have prosecuted Epstein like forever ago, you appointed him into your cabinet. Same with Pam Bondi, who's also a former Attorney General of Florida, also got appointed into your cabinet when she could have been investigating into the fucking goddamn Jeffrey Epstein conspiracy theories and shit like that, and the files and whatnot, whatever crimes he was doing, because, there was shit in fucking Florida. He was based in fucking Florida, so, like, dog, you are just mad about the fact that more than likely you are fucking implicated in this shit.
Talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
He's so mad about it, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, what else is there to say, to be honest? He has to deflect and just try to come up with any excuse possible in order to, well, deflect from the fact that he is definitely in the Epstein files, okay? He's in there, right? We all know about the fucking Chaya Raychik DC Drano photo op nonsense, okay? That was a complete op, complete nonsense. Didn't matter, didn't amount to fucking anything. Most of the shit in there was completely redacted. Again, the only reason why he's doing any of this whatsoever is because he knows that his dumbass is going to be fucking implicated, okay? He wants to try to cover his ass and not be potentially exposed as like a fucking child diddler, for fuck's sake. That's why he's like trying to bend over backwards, throw anything on the wall in order to be like,
It's the Democrats. Russia. Steal dossier. I'm gonna come up with everything possible to just sort of, make people not pay attention to this, because if they do pay attention to it, I'm gonna be implicated.
So, again, his dumbass was definitely in the files, okay? No question about it, okay? No hyperbole, no cap, none of that shit, okay? He was definitely in it. He's mad about the fact that he might potentially be caught for it. And, like, I don't know really what else to say here besides, like, great. Perhaps, like, a pedophile may be brought to fucking justice for, potentially diddling a bunch of fucking kids or some shit. Because, again, more than likely, Donald Trump's dumbass was probably on Little St. James and is probably implicated within the fucking files, which is why he is so vociferously afraid and terrified of the fact that,
I might actually get exposed for being in the Epstein files. Not good, folks. It's not good.
don't think there's really much else to say besides, yeah, his dumbass is in there, and he's trying to do everything possible to try to deflect from it, because, he doesn't want people finding out that he's in there. Don't think there's much else to say besides that.